everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. You can find all the lessons on aplstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter radical expressions. The lessons we're going to cover today are simplify radical expressions involving fractions, add and subtract radical expressions, and multiply radical expressions. Okay, let's just start with the first example, first lesson, that is simplify radical expressions. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, simplify to square root 12. You have to um, simplify the radical, right? 2 square root 12. So you have to make the prime factorization of the number that is under the radical, or you can say radicand, right? So you can write 12 as 2 times 2 times 3. You can write 12 as 2 square times 3. Then you can write them down in the separate radicals. 2 and square root cancel out. You are left with 2 times 2 square root 3. That is 2 times 2 is 4. So the correct option is 4 square root 3, right? So let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. The first one is 126 square root u10 v10. Let's just start with the lesson. So you have to make the prime factors of 126, right? So the prime factors of 126 are 2 times 3 times 3, 6 times 3 is 18, right? And times 7. Got it? You have u10 and v10. So you can write them as 2, 3 square and u10 and v10, right? So that would be 2 and square 3 cancel out, you're left with 3 square root 14, and u10 you can write it as u5 v5. So the correct option is option number 2, that is 3 u5 v5 times square root 14. Got it? Option number 2 is the correct option. The next one is simplify 2 square root 147 y square z square. Okay, let's just write down the prime factorization of 147. So the prime factors are, let me just think, that is 7 times 7 times 3. Yes, so you can write it as, you have v square and z square. You can write it as 2 7 square times 3 y square and z square. So then you can write it as 2 7 square y square z square and square root 3. They all cancel out the square root. You are left with 2 times 7yz and square root 3. They makes 14yz and square root 3. The correct option is option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? That's option number 2, 14yz square root 3. Simplify 3 square root 20 by b7, which is the correct option. The correct option is that's option number 1, 6b cube square root 5b is the correct option. Three square root 20 m5, which is the correct option. The correct option is option number 1, that is 6m square root 6m square and times square root 5m is the correct option. Simplify 45b square, which is the correct option. The correct option is that's option number B, 3b square root 5 is the correct option, right? Simplify 45b square root 45b square, which is the correct option. That is root 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Simplify 12 b cube, which is the correct option.